All right. We've got head coach Archie Miller with Indiana University. Coach, you want to start off with some opening thoughts from today's game?
Yeah, just really proud of our group. I thought they came down here really together and excited. I think we played that way. I think that you got a chance to see that our older guys, brought confidence to the floor, that they've been there before, and just got a monster effort from RJ Thompson. And I'm so happy for him just because his development the last 8 months, his attitude, his leadership, and how he plays is how he practices every day. So it was good to see that. But we had a lot of contributions, important contributions from everybody on the team. And to beat a team like Providence, you really had to answer the physicality of the game. And at times we really did a great job on the boards. And at times we were very, very good on the ball. But at times you could see, our deficiencies inside defensively and our deficiencies in and around the basket, at times hurt us. But we knew Providence and the way that they played, it was going to be a very physical game. You could tell with the way that they got to the foul line that's how they play. But I'm proud of our guys. We held it to 9 turnovers, which was essential. And we ended up holding serve on the boards. And a big reason why was the effort level from Race in his time out there. So we're fortunate. We beat a really good team, and they're going to have a really good season. And we get an opportunity to play another really good team tomorrow in Texas.
Coach, why do you feel RJ Thompson was so productive today?
Again, he's a very motivated player. I thought that he finished last season basically as a starter. And he used his offseason as well as any player I've ever been around, transformed his body. He worked on his game. You can tell his touch, his offensive confidence. He's much more offensively confident. And to me, that started to spirit him a little bit in terms of being more vocal and also being, unquestionably one of our rock solid leaders. And his emergence to me is one of the special things about, this off season and just watching him get a little bit of reward for what he did.
You really talked a lot about rebounding being key to the game here. How much did it help getting a lot of the offensive rebounds early?
Yeah, offensive rebounding to me wasn't going to be our strength, but I thought, with Trace and Race, those 2 guys per minute last year were our best. So we had a chance to have 2 guys at least. But, Galloway and Jordan Geronimo both came in as young guys, gave us some hustle plays early. And then second half, we made big timely rebounds by Race. 8 offensive rebounds speaks to itself. 10 free throw attempts speaks to how physical he was. But, the defensive rebounding was what I was, really concerned about, is keeping them off the offensive glass. And I thought for the most part, we did a pretty good job there. Al and Armand, I believe, both had 5 defensive rebounds from the guard position at 10. And if I look at Trey, grab another 2. Christian had 1. We were over a dozen guard rebounds, which is our goal for the game defensively, be able to get guard rebounds because we're a little smaller. But guys scrapped, man, played hard. And that's why these tournaments are so fun. You get a chance early in the year to see what you're made of. And hopefully we can build on it. We didn't do everything right, but we did compete and we played hard.
Looking ahead to your next game against Texas, how do you plan to defensively attack the Longhorns guards?
I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen Texas play one time. I know that they have a talented group back, very athletic and long, and have some experience coming back. And Shaka does a tremendous job. Have always played and will play hard for them. And offensively, I know they're going to be very, very fast and they're going to be talented. So this is going to be a game where we're really going to have to answer the bell probably in the same areas, though. This is a team that has to pride itself on a tough-mindedness, scrappiness, and a team that's very, very resilient. But we also have to play very smart, which I think for the most part today we did. And we took care of the ball. And that's going to be the same thing tomorrow. On a short prep, you're not going to be perfect. These tournaments is really about momentum and energy. And we got to get our energy up and we got to play smart. And at the end of the day, be excited to play. It's so fun to be out there again against, the best teams in the country and obviously this field.
Any update on Joey Brunk and his availability?
He's getting better. He is. He's getting better. And I just want to say this. We're being very cautious with Joe. I believe Joe would have played or could have played if this was a February, March game. But we're trying to get to February and March. And 3 games in 3 days, listening to our doctors and listening to Joe. We're not going to do anything to jeopardize the long term versus trying to get him in there right now. Tomorrow, we'll see where he is when we go tomorrow. But I think he'll be available if things continue to progress in this tournament. But again, the big thing isn't to panic. It's to take things slow and be smart because, I think you could tell tonight, just race and trace isn't enough. We're going to have, Joe's experience. He started 32 games last year and he's a good player. So we got to get him back. But we're going to go with what we got, and it's going to give more guys opportunity and experience.
Can you talk about the big second half for Al Durham?
Al's, a byproduct of his habits as well. And I think that's why, to watch him and Race grow up is so nice. But Al should play with poise and confidence. I told him before the game, you play with poise and confidence. You don't start the game trying to think about how this is going to go for you or worry about anything other than, doing your job. And I think Al, to me showed that he's a very capable, finisher. Second half, he really did a good job making some big threes, made his free throws. And, at the end of the day, he's a guy that I think we're going to really count on game in and game out to be able to be that way.
Any concern about Race playing 35 minutes?
A lot of concern. Yeah, a lot of concern early in the season about playing that many minutes. It's too many. And, one of the big things that happened tonight was Jerome Hunter's availability due to foul trouble. Jerome obviously did not get going here tonight, and we expect Jerome to play a heavy role as well. So with Jerome's foul trouble, first game of the year here really on the road, Jordan did a good job in the first half, but we kind of rode Race. He was playing well, but no question about it, fatigue will play a factor in the tournament.